everybody, and welcome back to the non-league adventure with me, GW365, playing as ECFC in the Skybet Championship. If you look over to the left, you can see we're not quite out of this, not so much the title race. I think the title race is done and dusted, but the automatic promotion race with Swansea. We've got a game in hand over them, which if we were to win it, would see us move up to within 4 points of them, with 9 games to play. So it's definitely doable. In all fairness, catching Charlton's doable as well. I think we've got to play them again yet as well, so maybe. But as you can see, today's games, I did say Oldham and Fleetwood. I decided to play the Oldham game. It's kind of a shame because it was a high-scoring game. But we've got Fleetwood and Swansea. Swansea obviously the team we're trying to chase, so that's why I've opted for Swansea today. Since you last joined us, which I believe was the Burnley game where we lost 2-1, we've since been on some quite scintillating form, really. We beat Sunderland 2-1, thanks to an own goal, and Roy Brewer getting 2 goals in 2 minutes to turn the tie on its head. And it looks like we're going to lose to a lowly team in the shape of Sunderland. We then battered Huddersfield Town 7-0 with 2 players getting a hat-trick. Adel Nabi getting a hat-trick and Andrew Powell also obtaining one, with Roy Brewer getting the other goal. We then had a home game against Cardiff. Andrew Powell couldn't play in this game because it's his parent club, and they got a draw out of us despite being, I think, bottom of the league, I want to say. Then we followed that up with another disappointing result, this time at home against Middlesbrough. We lost 3-2. Never really in this game, went 2-0 down and 3-1 down, and we're just like constantly trying to play catch up. Then fortunately, after going down, I want to say 2-0, no, we went 1-0 down. We turned the tie on its head with 3 goals in the space of 8 minutes, with Oldham getting a goal back just to make it a little bit nervy, but fortunately Adel Nabi got yet another hat-trick. Which is showing his worth at the minute. He's proven his worth, and he's trying to earn himself another contract, which a lot of players are out of contract this summer. So this is the table as it stands, and as you can see as well. So this is the table as it stands. We've got Fleetwood today, who are 4th bottom and a run of 5 losses, the worst form in the league as it stands. So you'll be expecting a pretty easy result here, but it never works like that. It's Football Manager, for God's sake. Yes, as you can see, they haven't won in 5 league games, but they also haven't scored many goals. They've scored 3 goals in total and conceded a massive 13 goals. And even before that, they drew 0-0 with Huddersfield Town. So hopefully it's going to be quite comprehensive victory. Today's Skybet Championship clash is brought to you live from the Highbury Stadium at Fleetwood Town entertain ECFC. Fleetwood Town going into this game on the back of 5 consecutive league defeats, but they're going to line up with Keane in goal, with Rimmer at right back, Akinwumi at left back, Willis and Hickford the centre backs, with Wright on the right, Colclough on the left, with Ross and Sozolomea in the middle of the park. I hope I got that right. With Green partnering Bennett up front against Eastleigh. Eastleigh line up after an impressive 4-2 win against Oldham. Jaskalainen is going to start in goal. Murray at right back, Aidan White at left back, with the Salt and Kane starting in the central defensive area. Kinsella on the right, Russell taking a captain's armband today. On the left with Smiths and Jeffs in the middle of the park. Nabi partners Brewer up top. Nabi's been on some fine form lately, a couple of hat-tricks in the last 5 or 6 games as well, so he's always going to be a threat.
Oh, 3 games GW.
Right, so it is Fleetwood to get the game underway. Rimmer, I wanted to say with a corner, but it looked like a throw in the end. Akinwumi cleans up the loose ball, but White intercepts again. But Rimmer takes advantage of the paw touch, and I'm really going to struggle with his name today. Ross Sozolomea, I want to say. Bennett finds Green. Return ball to Bennett. Bennett, I'll be back, Bennett. And it's cleared away, fortunately, after it hits the post. Let off for Eastleigh. Keane with the goal kick, kicks it long towards Wright, who wins the header. Wright not even on the bench today. Russell plays it infield to Brewer. Nice take, under pressure. Nabi plays a lovely, delightful ball to Kinsella. Cross the position, back post. Russell with the finish. Rimmer in no man's on there. Don't know what he was doing there, but that's his 11th goal of the season. Russell. It's very impressive for a winger. So yeah, Nabi morphed it into the right hand side, and Kinsella swings it deep towards the back post. Rimmer just missed his header, and Russell with a flying volley. Very impressive stuff. Right, takes a free kick. Hickford heads on, and Corclough is there to make it 1-1. Disappointed defending. I've just noticed as well that I said that in the lineups that Russell would be the captain, but I forgot to put Murray in because Sean Long's been playing a lot. But yeah, right, just floated in a free kick. Hickford headed on. Simple stuff. No one picked up Corclough. I mean, what is? I want to say it's Aidan White. Aidan White doing there? He just played absolutely everyone on side. Even on a pitch down the road, they were all on side. Right, a chance perhaps. White takes a throw and finds Russell. Smith chips it over for Brewer. Heads on for Nabby. Nabby's got a little burst of pace there. Poor touch though. And unfortunately, from an Eastleigh's point of view, Keane collects the ball. Kicks it on towards Green as well. Who nods it down for Bennett. 1-2 again. Green gets away from Kane. Corclough to make it 2-1 to Fleetwood. And this is becoming embarrassing all of a sudden. They haven't won in 6 games, including FA Cup opposition. But yeah, it was a good goal, don't get me wrong. I mean, he did well to get away from Kane. Or was it the Salt? It could have been the Salt. The Salt, yeah, Kane's 6. But yeah, beaten near post as well. Never good. Right with another free kick, plays it short to Rimmer. Chips it over. Headed away this time by Kane though. And Brewer heads on for Nabby. Nabby gets away from Rimmer. Is 1-on-1 with the keeper. It's a long way away though. And Rimmer's trying to come back, and he looks like he's going to get back. He does, but no, it's not enough because Nabby smashes it into the bottom left-hand corner. Great finish that man. 15th goal of the season. Counter-attack at its finest. So Nabby got in here, and like Rimmer did his best and tried to leg him up as well. So it could have been a penalty and a red card really. But you know what? I'll take a goal. Probably just for punching the headset. So it seems to be a common theme with Eastleigh at the minute. Remember when I said, oh, Fleetwood have only scored 3 goals in the last 6 games. They've now got 2 against us. So it says it all really about Eastleigh's defence. So it's Aidan White that's actually played the worst, which is uncharacteristic of him. He's been my go-to guy, my Mr. Reliable at left back. I'm going to say they played well because they have in a sense, but I'm trying to keep morale up more than anything. I'm telling them I have faith. Some usually helps. Right. So it's Eastleigh get the game underway in the second half. Salah Mayer, can't even say it. White with the throw finds Brewer. He's in the penalty area. What can he do here? Tries to find Smith, but he's tackled. Jess though cleans up and plays it wide to Murray in the crossing position now perhaps. Swings it into Brewer. Can he turn and shoot? He can, but Keane is equal to it. Kinsella picks up the loose ball. Danger's not gone yet, but now it is as Wright clears to Bennett. Plays the long ball for Green. Green's in behind here. 1-on-1 with Jaskalainen. Great save from Jaskalainen. 2 great saves from, I want to say 2 great keepers, but I really don't know how good Keane is. Right with the resulting corner. Swings it in. Headed away by Brewer this time. Green picks up the loose ball and plays it all the way back to Rimmer. Chips it over for Hickford, who was miles offside, but he did put it over the bar anyway. Exciting game. As Wright has a corner. Swings it in near post. Bennett with a header. You could question Aidan White on the post there, but yeah, it's 3-2 to Fleetwood, and that is very disappointing. Swings it in here, and just jumps and he flying knees it as well. In fact, I think it comes off his shin. And Aidan White, yes, you better hang your head in shame because that was terrible. Right, Murray takes a throw, finds Smith. Kingsale plays it in field to Nabby. Nabby now finds Brewer. Now Russell's in a bit of space. That is a tame finish, as tame as a tabby cat. I don't know what I'm saying. Just gonna give him a bit of a team talk, like show some passion because we're getting beaten by like the worst team in the league at this moment in time in terms of form. Hopefully that's gonna give him a kick up the arse. Hopefully not get Josh Murray sent off, but you know, stranger things have happened. Keane with a goal kick, kicks it towards Corclough, one of the goal scorers. Russell's got the loose ball though. Plays it in field to Smith. Smart Tyler, that's a great ball to Kinsella. Kinsella plays it over Brewers there. Oh, he's offside. I felt sure that was going to be a goal. It was a goal, but it was disallowed for offside. Right, time to make some changes. Powell's going to come on for Kinsella. He's not had the best of game besides his assist. Leo Walsh is going to come on for Martin Smith. Just going to tell him I've got faith. Still got time in this game to get an equaliser. Ideally, we need all 3 points. So we need another 2 goals here. That's an absolutely nothing. So this is the thing. This is the decision you have to make: Saunders or Bate. I'm thinking Saunders in Roy Brewer's place. Remember when I said there's time to get an equaliser? Well, There's a potential chance here. It's the last couple of minutes. Loose ball. Powell's got it. Saunders. Oh, Keane with a great save. A flurry of red shirts were in there then trying to defend that. Powell with the corner. It's headed away as per. Played back in. It's cleared away this time by Davis and Miller. Powell has it now very deep. Just how you like it. Murray plays it, chips it forward. It's headed away by Willis. Jess brings it down. Is there one last little twist here? No, it's cleared away. The Salt is 90 seconds to go. Murray. He's got options down the line. Finds Jess. Now it's Walsh. Walsh. His tackle, but Jess takes over and plays a lovely ball to Murray. Can he cross it in? He can. Nabby's there, but it's cleared away. Jeffs gives it away to Connors. Corcliffe kicks it out for a throw-in. A minute to go or so. Jess with a throw for some reason, not Murray. Infield it goes to Walsh. Chips over to Russell. Russell, but he's offside. That's 2 goals I've had that's been disallowed for offside. That's a disappointing result, I think, because I don't think there's going to be another chance. And now we're in danger of losing our 3rd place as well to Brighton and Blackburn, which is a massive shame. 10 seconds to go. Hoof it forward. Saunders has it. Walsh just it over for Nabby. Is this what the chance we need? No, it gets tackled. Is that going to be a corner? Last chance. Last throw of the dice. Get forward, Escalante, I would. Powell. It's headed away. Is that going to be it? Why would you let it go out of play for a throw-in? I'm actually gesturing at the TV, the monitor thing, with my hand. I'm going, why are you letting it go out of play? It's the last seconds of the game. What a schmuck. We lost to a shite team. I'm sorry, Fleetwood, but that is what you are in this game. And you know what? I'm going to get a... no, because I want aggressive. I want angry at half-time. It was not good enough. And unfortunately, it leaves us in a bit of a sticky situation. A sticky situation. Sorry for those who wear headphones and are now deaf. Defence obviously a problem. 3-2 against a team haven't won in God knows how long. It's like, I'm just going to say this now, and if there's any Leeds fans listening, then I'm sure you will agree that whenever a team is on a bad run, usually it's Leeds. This time it's Eastleigh. Leeds come along, Eastleigh this time. Yeah, the team turn up. It's like the FA Cup final for them, so they perform and for once and get the result that they probably warrant. So now we're going to be moving on to the game against Swansea, which is obviously not going to be easy. But we did beat them 4-0 last time out, so they're going to be up for revenge. First things first, we've got a problem. We've got Joe Lewis, who's not played all season. There's an obvious reason for it. You're a 1.5 star player. But yeah, hopefully joins for the Swansea game. Today's Sky Bet Championship clash is brought to you live from the Liberty Stadium. It's Swansea City against Eastleigh FC. Swansea coming to this game today on the back of a home defeat 1-0 to Sunderland. They're going to line up with Johnston in goal, with Grimmer at right back, Walsh at left back, Moth and Swatridge in the central defensive area. Jack Cork and Diaz make up the central midfield partnership. Gylfi Sigurdsson still playing in the attacking midfield role, with Murphy on the left, Rimmer on the right, so Harrison playing up top on his own. Eastleigh going to this game on the back of a disappointing 3-2 away loss at Fleetwood. Jaskalainen does start today, with Long returning to the side at right back. Aidan White retains his place at left back. Acklereich comes back into the side in defence alongside Danny Kane. Powell and Adekanye return to the wings, with Walsh and Hesenthal. It's a completely changed midfield four. And Adel Nabi and Brewer continue up front for today's game. So yeah, we're massive underdogs, so I'm going to try and be calm and just tell them I've got faith and say they've got no pressure. The pundits, the bookies think it's going to be a 1-0 loss for us against Swansea. Let's see how it goes. It's Swansea that do get us underway. Grimmer and Rimmer is going to be a laugh, trying to say their names all the time if we're going to bomb down the right hand side. Got some good players in Cork and Sigurdsson, of course, so it's going to be a tough game this. It's an early highlight, and Hesenthaler has it. It's come deep, just how you like it, and Brewer has it again. Chips it over to Adekanye. West gets away from Grimmer. Can he do anything here? He can. He finds Nabby. Nabby's on rich goal scoring form. He scored last time out against Fleetwood as well, which, you know, it moves him up to 16 goals, and yeah, he's doing very well for us at this moment in time. Right, so Adekanye got by Grimmer like he wasn't even there, and it was actually a tackle, so it wasn't actually an assist, but Nabby was there on point just to poke it home, which is fantastic for us. Corner for Swansea. Sigurdsson plays it in. Rimmer is there, heads it across, and Moth at the far post nods in. to get his first goal of the season and his first ever goal for Swansea. So disappointing on our point of view, but obviously he's overjoyed, and so are the Swansea fans behind that Easter goal. You could question, although I don't think he could have done anything about it, you could question, I'm assuming it's Sean Long's positioning on the post, but yeah, it was that well placed. Rimmer finds Diaz, back to Rimmer. This really quick flowing football there. Adekanye chips it forward. Brewer knocks it down for Naby. He's looking for an overlapping run. He doesn't get one yet. Now he seems to be getting one sort of. He's taking his sweet ass time, is Powell, but he finds Walsh instead. Walsh chips it over for Brewer. Brewer there, great goal. I hope that's a scissor kick or something like that, but I'm going to say it was a header. Great ball from Walsh. Great finish from that man Brewer. Gets it here, look. There's Walsh and just chips it over. Suspicions of offside. Nice leap like a salmon and finished like a bee. I don't know. Adekanye though has robbed the defender, Rimmer. I want to say is it Grimmer, I can't remember. Brewer doesn't care because he's gone close. I thought he was going to score, but never mind. It looks like Adekanye West has been elbowed in the face or something because he's got a facial injury. Let's just deal with that as we come forward. Naby has it. Sorry for pausing it for doing this. Walsh gets the ball off him. Adekanye's made a bursting run on the far post and left hand side crosses into deep from Powell. Great save from Johnston. Don't shoot again. And he does. He does. It's a corner though because it was blocked. It's cleared away by Moth. Buster Long for it, Powell. They're getting closer to you, Powell. Kind of sounds the same. Long. Chips it back over to Powell. It's a great ball. Can he whip it in? He can. Adekanye West trying to get there. Strange time for the highlight to finish, but never mind. Right, Long throws it long to right, but it's a terrible throw, really. Terrible decision, and Murphy makes him pay. Sigurdsson robs Wright, the defender, and Josh Murphy is just there on hand to score. Terrible throw from Long. What was he thinking there, throwing it there? Sigurdsson tackled him well, and then Murphy gets away from White and finished with great aplomb near post. Disappointing. Right, it's Issa to take the kick off again, and it's an instant highlight which could mean positive things. Naby plays a delightful ball to Adekanye West, who just seems to find these pockets of space. Brew is there! Instant reply, it's 3-2. The lead is restored, and it's that man Brewer again. 17th goal of the season. Him and Adel Naby having a race and keeping Saunders and Bate out of the side. More in particular, Saunders. Nice little ride of the challenge there. I don't know if you saw that. Brewer just powered it. Nice dive from the keeper. Looked weird. But once again, it's a high-scoring game. It's 3-2 at the minute, and there's a chance for time. There's time for another highlight here, it seems. Adekanye chips it forward. Naby, he gets in behind Moth. Can he finish? He can. It's 4-2. That really puts us in the driving seat now. Hopefully, try and take advantage. Because the gap is now 4 points as it stands, with 7 to play, I want to say. Let's have a quick check of that. Great finish. 8 to play after this. Great first half, but I don't want to become getting complacent. I'm going to turn into Sean Connery. A book fell on my head. I could only blame myself. Terrible joke, I know. Right. Why are you confused and demotivated? Yes, you have played very well. I'm tempted to take you off, you know, but you've got 2 assists. But because of your facial injury, you might be crying if I leave you on. I'm going to say I'm very happy with your performance so far because it's done nothing. So, because he's confused, I'm going to bring on Russell, who's been in some decent scoring form as well. But it's just purely to save the injury because of that. That red thing's basically made up my mind whether to leave him on or not. So he's probably not going to play as well. So Russell comes on, and we're going to get the second half underway. Hopefully it's going to just have no highlights in this half. I'll be very happy with it. But Harrison comes forward. Kane mauls Harrison, but fortunately gets away with it. So there's a highlight. This is the first highlight since half time, and hopefully it's going to go our way because we've just robbed them of the ball. Naby has it, plays it wide to Powell. Looking for options. He finds Walsh, a little pocket of space. He lays it off for Naby. Naby gets there. Nice little injection of pace there. And Powell there. Oh, he's offside. As Brewer just about to pounce for his hat-trick. Right, changes time. And it's going to be... who am I going to take off? Oh, can you take off here? There's only the defender's not doing very well. Hesenthal I think I'm going to leave on just purely for the fact that he's the captain. I think I'm going to bring on Martin Smith for now and then leave it 10 minutes and bring on Saunders or Bate. You know what? Because that obviously has been nothing happen. I'm going to bring on the Salt for Aidan White because he's looking shattered. So that seems like a good idea because the Salt can play at left back. Not brilliantly, but he has got the pace. And I believe he's got some decent crossing it, but no, far. Never mind. And it's pretty much been exactly what I wanted at half time. No highlights. I've had one highlight all game, I believe. And if you exclude this, because that's full-time whistle, and that's a very good result. And we were massive underdogs, so I'm going to say passionately, very special lads. Great response. And that sees us, like I say, 4 points off automatic promotion, 9 points off the title. They've drawn, have Charlton to Hull. So yeah, we're looking alright. Brighton and Blackburn, I want to say have won, but they can't have done. Oh, Brighton have won. Oh, is it goal difference? Yeah, it's goal difference orientated. That the 4th and 5th. But I'm going to say now, 10 points clear with 8 games to go. I'm going to say we've done enough to get in the playoffs. I can't see us losing all the rest of his games or losing at least all them and then making up those points. I think if had Oldham beaten us recently, I think it might have been a different story. We are still in that fight for second place, and that win against Swansea will definitely help our chances. We've scored 83 goals. That's the most goals. Remember when Charlton were miles ahead of us? We're now top scorers with the same 4 players again, same 4 strikers. Obviously, it's not mainly them that's scoring. The wingers are chipping in as well. Right, so moving on for the choice of game for the next video. The next episode of the non-league adventure, I think it's got to be Leeds and Blackburn. Leeds because obvious reasons, team I support. Blackburn because they are 4th in the league and that is potentially a massive game coming up because they're a team I see that have the potential to ruin our season. We owe Leeds as well because they beat us 3-1 earlier on in the season, I believe. Yeah, there's some tough games to come. But I think our running's probably not going to be as tough as some people's, I would like to think. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, why not go ahead and press that like button. If you'd like to see more, feel free to subscribe. And yeah, hopefully you'll join us, like I said, for the Leeds and Blackburn game in the next episode of the non-league adventure. Until then, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.